Yo, what's going on, guys? My name's Cast. Welcome back to another episode of Haikyuu. This time we are on Season 1, Episode 19. So in the last episode, we finished our match with Dateko. It was a really good match. It was really close. Pretty much the whole time, I wasn't sure who was going to take it, but Karasuno did. They earned it. They did very, very well. But rather than talking about that again, I kind of want to focus on what we saw at the very end, and that was Oikawa. Oikawa is here, the Great King has showed up, and he's going to be playing a match, hopefully, in this episode. I would say that I'm excited to see it, but in all honesty, I'm expecting it's going to be over in about 30 seconds, so I don't even know if we're going to see it because of how one-sided it's probably going to be, because I don't think they're playing anybody super significant. So yeah, there's going to be that, and besides that, I don't really know what to expect in this episode, so we're going to keep the intro short, and yeah, I guess we'll just see. If you would like to check out my reactions to the next episodes right now, they are over on my Patreon. Episode 20 is available on the Soul tier, and episodes past that are available on the Ascended tier. Those reactions are also extended length, meaning that you get more reaction and more discussion to go along with each and every video. You can also go follow me over on my socials, such as my Twitter, my Instagram, and my Twitch, as well as check out my Throne link. The links, of course, are in the description. Okay, that was nice and quick, so let's get straight into the episode. Okay, looks like we are going to get the match. Good. I was hoping so. This is going to be a destruction. It's not going to take long. I love how cocky they make him seem. Fourth served ace in a row? Wow. Yeah, for sure. Raw power only goes as far as technique will take you. Kageyama's watching. Ridiculous height on that jump too. Here he comes. Right. They control the timing, the pace. They pretty much control everything. Yeah, and everybody has a different rhythm. It's a good analogy, I like that. He's so smug though. Episode 19, Conductors. Is Conductors kind of like a setter? They control the movement? I don't know. Right. It's perfectly filling the concept of a setter role. And it's of course these two. It's just like them. Ooh. Karasuno's first exposure. Oh. Wow. They really have the whole range of looking like ages. You got them look young and Asahi looks old. I love his friendly and intimidating aura, and I love how Kageyama is clearly paying a lot of attention. Sure, it's only going to get harder. Someone pointed out to me that it's actually Takeda who's considered the coach, and Ukai is just sort of the one that actually does the coaching. It's very interesting. Oh? Talk about something that would inspire you, but also pressure you. That's pretty cool. It's still cool. Shiratorizawa. 25-10. Wow. 25-6. Yeah, it's not even close. I find it interesting that they're not really showing us anything of Shiratorizawa yet. Kind of builds up the suspense. It's pretty cool. Sure. Okay, I mean, of course they're going to talk about him. He's like the best player on the best team in that block. It's expected. Oh, it's them? Okay. Oh, so we're playing Abujozai next. And they're not even gonna show, they're just gonna show Oikawa only? Wow. They're not getting any screen time. I think he means that too, even though it sounds condescending as hell. Oh no, that sucks. Wouldn't it be funny if Kageyama was like, they really didn't air my interview? That hurts a little bit. But I mean, yeah. Yeah, that's angry determination right there. I mean, it's kind of what they've been expecting, right? Everybody underestimates them. Right, but there was some differences. Oh, really? Yeah, easier said than done. Yeah. I feel like Oikawa thought the same thing watching Karasuno play. He got a little bit irritated, and I feel like, to me, that came across as a sign that he might have had a little bit of actual worry. It was him recognizing their talent. Okay, nice. That's pretty cool. Did they have like a third party recording that match? It's definitely helpful. That's pretty cool. He planted this seed of pressure in him early. Don't let it get too in your head, man. It's dangerous. Hinata's the perfect person to bring him out of it, though. I'm wondering how much he actually believes it. Of course he's gonna say it, but I feel like he might be a little bit actually nervous about it, you know? You can tell he respects Oikawa quite a bit. More on that later. I have a lot of thoughts about Kageyama. Oh? He's got the video too. Yes, actually. I like that though. I mean, there's a lot. Hold on, I gotta talk about that for sure. So one thing I find interesting that I've been pointed out to in some of the comment sections both on YouTube and Patreon is that some people apparently dislike Oikawa, or apparently some people at this point, some people that do reactions videos, I've been told don't like Oikawa that much, and I find that really strange. Like, no disrespect to them, but I feel like they're not seeing something below the surface level with Oikawa, and that's kind of what I want to talk about right now. I feel like so far, and bear with me because some of the things I'm saying might be a little bit of a stretch, it just is the assumptions that I've gathered so far, but Oikawa seems to be a lot of the lessons that this anime has kind of taught and been focusing on so far mastered to a pretty high degree. Like, for example, there is sometimes this notion that athletic ability, talent is something that is like intrinsic to somebody, something that people have come naturally to them, that they're born with. But that is often so far from the case. Now, I mean, it's true that there are some characteristics and attributes that you can't control, that there's things you can't do anything about. A good example, especially relating to this anime, would be height. You know, you can't control how tall you are, but I feel like that's super short-sighted and not all that important in the grand scheme of things. I think it's a really cool contrast that on the outside, Oikawa seems like an arrogant, showboaty player that's overly smug and looks down on people, but I think in reality, and what we're continuously getting glimpses of, is that he's very focused and respectful of the world around him. Staying up all night to watch a video of another team play to prepare for the next day's match is not something an overly cocky or arrogant person would do. He acknowledges the talent on Karasuno, he's taking the match seriously, and he's being diligent to ensure that not only he wins, but his team wins. And I think that's kind of the cornerstone that a lot of people might be missing. His team trusts him, and that trust isn't something that was just granted. It was something that he earned, not only because he's a skilled player, but like Ukai pointed out earlier in the episode, the setter is like the orchestra master. He controls so much. He knows his team. He acknowledges his team. They trust him for him to know them, if that makes sense. It's really important to him, and you can tell that he wants his team to win more than anything, and I think that's really quite cool. For being as self-centered as he is, he does want his team to win, and he doesn't want to let them down. And isn't that kind of what the whole setter position is about anyway? And I don't think that the setter position is what made him that way. I feel like he was always that way, which is why it's such a good position match for him. Good stuff so far. He's doing it as well. You should have given this to Kageyama. I bet Kageyama would have watched this. What? What about him? Did he make an observation that might help him? I wonder what Kageyama's thinking. I like that we're not really getting it yet, because I think that means we're going to get it later. Oh, wow. That look on his face. Is that surprised, shocked, intimidated, worried? What could that mean? Either way, it's kind of cool. Because I feel like that is the worst look for someone like him to have. I feel like when the confidence comes out, that's when things get really scary. I need Karasuno to have their own chant. How do you get here, man? How did I miss out on that? I hope Tanaka gets a crowd of cheering girls one day. They're clearly pumped up. Yep. We're on the same page here. Oh right, this happened. I wonder if we're gonna be able to see that soon. That might be something that comes in super clutch that someone like Oikawa couldn't have accounted for. That's the Suki of that team. He clearly knows his teammates, and he's doing a lot to maybe ease their nerves or get them in the right headspace. Yeah. Despite that, yeah, no, that's normal. That's part of the dynamic. There's so much here with Kageyama. Receiving an award for being the best setter. Oh man. Yeah, he wants that. But I think it's more than the prize, more than the title. He clearly sees Oikawa for who he is. Yeah, this is big. I don't know. Man, I don't know. I really don't know. All right. Hinata really is a jackass. A little bit. Neither were you. Sure. This is going to be a quick one, but I do want to talk a little bit about Kageyama and what we've seen of him so far, as well as everything we've gotten about him in the past. I feel like, especially since I just talked about Oikawa, this is especially pertinent. I feel like now is the best time to mention this before the match officially starts, and then everything I say will be proven wrong. But to start off, I'm going to go back to what I said about Oikawa, about him being very arrogant and sort of cocky on the outside, and then flip it on its head, because Kageyama on the outside is very cold and serious, but I feel like that there's so much more lurking beneath him than people might outwardly perceive. I think it's safe to say that he's very clearly someone who watches and is inspired by other people. For instance, he loves Hinata's passion, he totally respects Noya's unbelievable drive to never give up, and he has watched and learned so much from Oikawa over the years and definitely respects him, not as just a setter, but as a person in general. It's really kind of cool to see. There's just a crazy level of respect and dedication shown through Kageyama, mostly through his actions rather than words, which again, it's like kind of, you really got to look beneath the surface with him because he's might be one of the most pure-hearted players on the team. He wants to win so much, and I feel like he's really getting better at adopting the mindset that Oikawa has, and part of the mindset that makes Oikawa so great as a setter. He's really picking it up, he's understanding his teammates more, and that might be what Oikawa hasn't accounted for yet. I mean, it's just to say maybe. And also, shout out to Yamaguchi, might actually get a shot because, you know, Oikawa studied hard and he's going to be anticipating a lot of the things he's seen from Karasuno, but that element of surprise isn't completely gone. I hope Yamaguchi gets a chance to play, and Suga too, but I'll save that for later. We'll just see how it goes. Oh yeah? Okay. The thing is, I think he means it too. Yeah, they're serious. No, he means it. Oh, it does that too. I think that he just genuinely wants to play the best game he can play. He wants to win, but he wants to win against the best opponents possible. He doesn't want any excuses to be undeniably the best. That looks like the nice version of Tanaka. We didn't even go into Kendaichi and how he might feel about this yet. But we know there's rivalry lurking there too. Is he gonna spike it? He didn't even set it, he just went for it. He didn't bother. He said, "You're not worth my sets yet." A setter dump. Aptly named. Oh. Man. Yeah, I mean, he just wants to get in your heads. He probably will, honestly. I like how they say nice serve before they actually serve it. Is this where the training comes in? The quick. And they got it. I don't know, probably not. It looks like it. Oh, he's changing! Whoa, he just like switched to a set midair. Wow. He's just one step ahead, always. Yeah, it is about that. It is about that. He's taking him seriously. Right. I don't know. I mean, it's true, Kageyama's nuts, but Oikawa is not even breaking a sweat yet. He's expecting it? Yeah, they knew about this. Or? Oh? No, there's too many options. Oh, he's going for the back shot. No! You faked him out again. Triple fake. Wow. Dirty. That was cold. Yeah, he got him right back. Suga's just like, yeah, it's just setter things. He's gonna do that again. I love it. Yeah, Now that one hurts, doesn't it? The change in attitude. Ah, damn. That was awesome. That was a great way to end it. I love the parallels between Kageyama and Oikawa. It's so good. So yeah, I mean, what's there more to say? That was just a perfect display of kind-hearted hostility, I guess I could call it. It's the pure essence of a friendly, competitive atmosphere, and one that they're both taking very seriously. Kageyama does not want to be outdone. He doesn't want to be, you know, in Oikawa's shadow, and I think he's making it very clear that that's not what he intends to do. I'm very, very impressed. I mean, I didn't even see that coming. Clearly, nobody saw that coming. Even the Karasuno players were surprised. Well done, Kageyama, and I hope you have more up your sleeve, because frankly, you're probably gonna need it to beat Seijo. It's gonna be tough. I don't know which way this will go yet. All I know is that we're gonna get a very good game. I kind of don't know who I want to win or lose at this point. I like both of these teams a lot, but so far I've liked every single team that we've played against, so I guess that's not saying much. This is probably gonna be the most repeated phrase throughout this entire series, is that I don't know who's gonna win and I don't know who I want to win. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We're gonna get more in the next one, and that's definitely good news. So I'll see you guys then. Later.